Aha! Aha! I think I've done it. I think I've done the funny on the YouTube. Am I live on the YouTubes right now? Ho 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 ho! I am. Am I live on? Wow! Look at that. Okay. Well, oh, you don't want to see that. That's my Discords. I should have put that on that monitor to begin with. Okay. I'll be real with you guys. Okay. Ooh, I don't. Can I undo that? There we go. I've been really wanting to get into. I've always enjoyed writing the music, but the thing is, I'm not good at writing the music. I don't know much music theory. I try, so I just write what sounds good in my ear. Is it functional? I don't know. I just know I wrote this in a G minor. Yes. No, C minor. Yeah, C minor. I was thinking of a different. Yeah. Yes, I wrote this in C minor, and I know some stuff, but I don't know a lot. Okay. And I really like my long-term goal. Like it would be really cool to like orchestrate music for not orchestra, for like movies or like TV shows or something like that. But like that's like very long, and I don't even know if I really want to do that, if that makes sense. So I'm writing music for my friend who's a dungeon master. I very briefly told him. I didn't even tell her. I asked if I can write him custom music because I finished writing a cadence and he thought that was really cool, and he's like, yo, I could use this as battle music. And I'm like, I don't know if that'd be good battle music for Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm like, well, why don't I write him battle music for his campaigns and other musics while I'm at it, because it's so cool. So that's what I'm going to try and do today. I've already wrote this one. I called it A Trip into Peculiarity. Don't even know if that's a good title. It was like 12:30 at night yesterday. I was really tired and I just wanted to be done. So I'm here to write this music. And I don't know how violins and cellos and violas and all of that works. So I want to extend my reaches from a concert/marching band arranger or composer so I could do it all. So here is this song that I wrote the other day. I imagine it to be like maybe like a shop theme, like maybe like you walk into a apothecary and this is the music that's playing in the background, or if you're like kind of like it's like or exploring music, like you're in like a woods or something like that, but it's like not a normal woods, like something's kind of off about it. It's maybe a little magical or something. So I will shut up now and y'all can listen to this pretty cool thing that I did. Okay, and that's basically just I didn't want anything too overwhelming and something that's like very repeatable. So like if this needed to repeat for like 10 minutes while you're trying to shop for potions or something, it can just be something in the background. But I also wanted to make sure that it wasn't like so short that you could tell that it's repeating. So I kind of broke that up because and I made the xylophone part and the oboe part kind of like right next to each other, and I repeated that twice before you get to the little flute solo, and then it repeats that entire thing over. So it's not symmetrical. It's kind of offset and peculiar, like the title suggests. Am I smart by doing that? Probably not. But do I think it sound good in my ears? That's not that theory minded and stuff like that. Oh, it sounds amazing, and I do not even know if my friend knows that I'm doing this, but I feel like he does, because I added him in a very random Discord server, and I just asked if I could make custom music, and then I started making the music and I haven't heard a response from that. I just know another friend that's a dungeon master, and he also plays in the sessions with me. He said that and I quote, "That would be epic saucy." He spelled sauce very wrong. On purpose? I do not know. But I was thinking, what would be good for battle music? And I was thinking about it the last nights, and I'm like, I know that there's like Zelda has a lot of good stuff, and mainly Twilight Princess, yes, their battle music, just because I'm very familiar with that soundtrack, because I used to listen to that soundtrack quite a lot because I was a Zelda nerd back in the day. I still am a huge Zelda nerd, but like that would be like the music I'd put on. I'd put like Zelda music in the background while I'm doing stuff. But I know it has a lot of woodwind runs, like 16th note runs, very very quick and staccato runs. Oh, do I try? Okay, so I know if I add woodwinds, I can do that, and I think woodwinds like the flutes and clarinets and oboes would also work well by keeping that in like the violins, maybe violas, because I feel like that's kind of how it works. Like violins and flutes are like the same. Clarinets is like a viola at like the very most basic terminology of an orchestra, something you'd find in 5th grade. That's just what I think. I'm not sure. That's also why I'm kind of streaming this on YouTube, so if there's someone smart out there that knows the orchestra sections of music theory and all that, and how they work within each other, that would be amazing. And also, so what I kind of want to do is DCI Carolina Crown's Inferno, that their little like beginning, I feel like that would kind of be like a good thing to kind of like loosely, probably not really loosely, because I'm gonna be with you, I don't care if I get copyright struck, because I'm not selling this. This is just for my friends. So if I just steal it 1-to-1, well then huzzah! I didn't have to do no work. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna make it my own. How you know how it goes. Dun 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 dun. and then it repeats that. Dun 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 dun. However it goes, I don't remember. It's been months since I heard that. But I think those quick would be really cool and at the beginning, because what I'm thinking is I want the beginning. Let me fix this. This is bugging me. Okay. Oh, it's all the way down here too. But the beginning to be kind of like a build-up, like you can kind of like it starts very distant and it grows louder with over time as they're getting closer, and then I will have like 2 to 3 sections after that and just have that bit be repeated as like the main fight song that you'd hear in the background of a campaign. So I love the sound of Melos, and it would probably also really work with some strings, because I just want this drone of noise. And I was originally thinking Melos because I just love the sound of a mellow drone and like a perfect fifth or perfect fourth part. See, I do know some theory right there. Let me go to orchestra. Strings bowed. Oh, I see. I'm like, what's the difference between violin and violins? Because I'm like, whoa, there's so many V's. Violoncello? Is that like a sax? What's a violoncello? One second. Violin. Oh, it's just a cello. Ah. That's a weird way to put a cello. I also feel like I'm butchering cello. Imagine if it doesn't. I'm probably saying it with too much of a ch sound. Beside the point. So maybe like these. Let me just add this to scores, and I'll just throw you all the way at the bottom. You go down there. What? Ooh, it's also down here in the bass clef. So what would a drone? Let's do that and a D. I actually, yeah, but I gotta think into context here. If this is like a ragtime, is that a word? I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but like a group of goblins or like a medieval cavalry or something that's like marching towards battle, why would they have cellos? Cellos? No, it's not cellos. It has to be cellos. Why would they have those? So I'm going to keep it with the horns right there. That's the click it. Yeah. Like that already sounds so much better. Okay. And then you just keep the drone. You keep the drone. You just keep it for infinity. I don't care that y'all have to breathe. You don't get to. Okay, but we gonna you gotta start really quiet. And within 8 bars you make it to mezzo forte. So that one right there. Yeah. This sounds good. Yeah. Who would have thought this interval sounds good together? Maybe actually we started a whole lot. Ooh, what is this? Ew, get away. We start really silent. Okay. And once it gets to the mezzo forte, we start a basic drum marching thing, because you can start hearing the drums. Is that how it works probably in real life? I don't know if you would hear the horns first or the drums. I would imagine you'd hear the drums first. Why can't I? You probably would hear the drums first. We don't worry about this. We go our own route. Ooh. I also really hate that sound of bass drum. And we just keep it simple. Yeah. Keep it slow. Keep it basic. Just some and you're starting. You gotta start quiet. I'm also gonna break up this just so I can hear it with the milliphones. Yeah, you know, that sounds like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, boss. Yo soy stupido. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Okay, and then this right here is where I think we move on. Actually, I'm gonna cut shell back 4 measures just so it's not too long of an introduction. I could even cut you back 2 more if I really wanted to. Sorry about this. Okay. So we take this and we roll because we made quite literally the most basic thing anybody could make. Let me repeat this a little bit more. Here we go. There we go. Okay. We really spice him with the sauce right now, bosses. We're supposed to be that now. See, this is what I'm talking about with we getting wild. Once again, I'm taking out these slurs so I can, ties, so I can hear it with all the goodness. So if you're familiar with Carolina Crowned, you probably kind of you can probably already hear what I'm going for. It's probably too closely based off of it for it to be my own, but I don't even know how it sounds like. Let me pull these people up real quick. Oh. Alright. That's E equals MC squared. Here. Please. Yeah, let's get a quick thing. I mean, you be the judge. It's not really that close, so I think we in the clear. But I'm just going off with what I remember, but I don't, and I'm also kind of changing it so it's not, if that makes sense. We just keep this. We just keep that going. Never stop. Don't stop till I tell you. Oh, what's going on here? Y'all needs to stop. I don't care what I just said. Y'all needs to stop and be good. Okay, and then one more time for the haters in the back. That seems cringe. I also hope I didn't show y'all's too much of Inferno to get copyright. There's no shot I would have. Okay. And we just keep this chunk repeating. Okay, now we so this is good. This is good. We like good. We don't like terrible. See, with terrible, we just we improve on terrible. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but we just don't like it. Okay, we'd much rather avoid it if possible. Okay, and now I'm going to basically do the same thing, but change up the notes. Okay, we just drop it down by a little bit, okay? Because if you drop it down just by, there we go. I'm like, why? I thought I was in a weird. My brain was dumb. If you just drop it down, it's brand new. That's how it works, right? Because it's not the same notes, but it is the same rhythm. And I'm also going to give a little bit more beef to these, so I'm going to double up the second and third calls to a different what you call that second voice, just to make the answers a little bit more. So for this one, I'm going to copy this straight to the mellows, but give it in a better range. And because if I get rid of these things, you can hear it's just more, it's more beefy because that's what I did. Surprising, right? Okay, and just keep the interval that I dropped it down by going. I'm actually really glad I searched up the Inferno real quick, just because I thought I was like, I thought I was on it. Like that's how close I thought I was, but in reality I really wasn't. And for this one, I'm going to put in the Sousa part. I think that would really keep that bussin'. Okay. Is this too long for an introduction? That is the real question. That's right there. Okay. Who knows? Do I got any chatters? I do not. I don't. I really don't care if I got any chatters. Because I am doing just fine right now. Oh, that's why it doesn't line up right here, because I have this bar of rests. What do I do? It's not the end of the world. Okay, and now I gotta consult my noggin real quick. I need to find out a way that would be an epic build-up to the main melody of the fight music. Okay. See, this is the part that requires me to think, because I haven't thought about this. I have not. The only thing that I thought about was this part. So that's why it seemed so easy. Because it was easy, because I just pretty much repeated the same thing over and over again. It's surprising how that works, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. I obviously want the one bar to rest. Like, okay. Okay. What's a good but bad interval at this? Do do. That's a perfect one. I don't want to do tritone. Maybe a sixth. Hey yo. What's a sixth from A? Aha. Hey, yo, that's fire. Let's go. Okay. I hate that. I also feel like this needs to cut out and just have the entire bar just be silence for dramatic effect. Dun 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 dun. We have unlocked dramatic effect, fellows. We've done it. Okay, let me consult the wiki real quick in my brain. Wiki, tell me, what is good? What's a good way? Because right now, I'm messing everything up. I'm in A minor. That's what I've been told by my people down south, who knows music theory. Is this actually an A minor? Let's see. You got a D and A. So yeah, I am in A minor. Look at me go without realizing that I was composing in A minor, boyos. Yo soy smart. Okay. And we know what the root of the A minor, the root is A. So do we start on Do? Or do we start on T? But with minors you can raise it up. You can make the T be sharp. And it could be cool. Maybe. There we go. I'm trying to find a. There we go. I was trying to figure out a way to end on Do. Okay. Re in minor second. Minor second's kind of like Jaws. The dun dun. That has a huge build up to something huge, and we stay in with the key signature that we put ourselves in. Do I like it? I think I like it because we can probably do the same exact thing with like do we keep it all unison? That's the actual question we're asking here. Because if we keep it all unison, it would have a a good sound, like it'd be more fuller. It would sound fuller. Maybe if I have like two people getting a little bit of harmony in there, it could sound better, but not as full. But if we were having most of the brasses be in the be within the unison, we would still have the effect of being full. But I do want a I think oh that's not the dot I was looking for. Cause this is kind of like bum 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 bum. But I don't want the bum 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 bum, because that's not it, you know. So I am kind of getting towards Jaws with that giant build up. Keeping it the minor second, but I don't want to alternate every note. Maybe I could do I flip this actually? I feel like starting on Do would actually be better than starting on T. So, yeah, we do flip it, okay? And we just have to do copy paste. I do want the mellows to have this. Yes, I do. But the question is trombones and euphoniums. If I were to have a deviation from this unison bit, it would be down here. That's where I would want it to be. I want it to speak really quiet, go really loud, and just this one bar, because that's not the one I wanted. This would be funny to just go like that's a build up. That's a build up right there. That sounds like trouble's about to start, and that's exactly what I wanted, because it sounds like Jaws, and Jaws is the known for trouble. Okay, let me just do it with a different starting note for these guys and see how it sounds. If it doesn't sound good, we can just keep it. What I want it to start on? Do I want parallel fifths? In this situation, would it be better to do a six? Probably not a sixth, because that'd be too close. Maybe a third, either a third or fourth. I don't think parallel fifths is where it's at, because people don't like parallel fifths, you see. If I were to do that, I would just have to. That kind of sounded like in Pancakes and SpongeBob, where Patrick has the trombone over him and he's walking back to his seat. Bum, bum, like that interval right there. And then he sits down and goes, meow. You would think... What is... Okay, I never realized that that doesn't sound like a trombone, because now that I heard it like that, it does not sound like a trombone. Ooh... I want you to be fortissimo because you got to ruin my eardrum, boss. Oh, that's why it sounded... Forgot the staccato. I want to get rid of you real quick. It would also probably help if I included this. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want it on the entire measure, silly. I think it's good. Some idiot in the comments can yell at me about it. Do I care? No, I do not care at all. Okay. Let's see what this past 40 minutes of my life has given me. I just want to make sure I got all the ties in the drone. Oh man, I don't really like that. I feel like it needs something. And I also want to drop this down. Just because that interval right there, it's yucky. I never realized. It took me a bit to realize it. And plus this is a sousaphone, so it should be in the basement. Yeah. Okay. So that already sounds better. And I want a little, just a little something to add, just so it doesn't sound as bad. Staccato those, and we can just keep that tied. I might as well give it a little just some loving. Why are you so weird? And you can be like that. See, I don't mind that buildup, but in context, it sounds like it just sounds too quick for such a terrible interval to take place. If that makes sense. Like, it doesn't, in my opinion, it doesn't really fit the context. maybe if I keep the drone. Just so. I'll also fade you out. This needs umph though behind it too. If it's going to be really the only thing kicking us into that. What would it be if I completely changed this and widened the interval? Definitely not in this though. Let me just cut this one. I can't tell. I think it sounds better. It does. What happens if I were to keep this as the more terrible interval, but I feel like it wouldn't sound as good. Just because I still have that quite finely spaced interval. See, yeah, I heard the crunch immediately. I'm also gonna bump this up more. It needs more accent this, just because, oh, ill accents behave. I need to listen. Why is this sound? That's why it sounds off. Okay. Because I was hearing, I'm like, something doesn't, and it doesn't sound right. And I couldn't figure out why. I think maybe if I need to drop this to its proper interval. Yeah, that is the right interval. That'd probably sound better. What was I thinking? Now, why does that one not sound good? Wait, Is it because, it had, okay. Is that the same interval? No. that would be the interval now. Because that's only a half step. So this should be a half step. But now that's an F sharp and that's an F. So it's already going to sound bad. And that's the same right there. So I can't flat. Why is music so hard? See, that just sounds much worse. Would it sound... I keep that there, but flatten. Why are you up there? You should be down here. I'm just gonna keep it how it was on the G. Okay. If people ask from now on, ignore the last 5 minutes. That interval right there, it was intentional. We wanted it to be the minor seventh. Because it causes the clash within the chord to make it a jazz. No, it's not a jazz chord, boss. I don't. If I was to keep true, I would make this sharp just to keep it in the key that I'm going with. So let's see how that one sounds since we're at messing it all up. It sounds so good, you know? Okay. Yeah. We ignore that. Let's go! I made music! Woohoo! I'm kinda done for tonight, so... Zal, let's listen to this one. Maybe I'll show my friend, I'll call him up. He is online, so maybe he will wants to listen to my musica. Let's listen to this one, because this one's good. I'll probably scrap the other one, I don't know if I like it. See, this one's a whole lot easier to write because I don't have to worry about chords. That's what I like. Not having to worry about chords, because chords are hard. And then the theory with chords on what you can and can't do, what sounds good, you gotta switch from the 5 chord to the 4 chord to the 1 chord to the 6 chord, then back to the 5 chord or something like that. Who needs to know about that? I mean, you can just write a piece of music that only has one instrument solo at a time, so you don't have to worry about the chords. I might live stream something like this again in the near future. Probably not where I have to worry about chords. I'll also talk to him to see what kind of music he wants. But y'all have good time. Enjoy watching this in a video form because I know none of y'all showed up to a stream.